Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of this section. In this video, we are going to talk about rendering your scene. As I mentioned before, whenever you're working on a 3D project, you need to render it in the end. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how you can modify the rendering settings and also how you can use the viewer option and also how you can export your file. So before doing that, I'm going to do some adjustments to our shadow plane. Let's go and select our shadow plane and I'm going to change its color to something like this. I'm going to choose the color picker. Alright, now let's render our scene. It's great, isn't it? Alright, for rendering your scene, you have different options. First of all, let's go ahead and open up the render menu right at the top. The first section is like this toggle, okay? So you can modify the quality, you can set it to low, medium or high, and you can click on start render preview like this. You can add some effects to it. You can change the saturation, the contrast, the color filter, and also color balance, etc. And last but not least, you can export your scene as an image. However, you need to upgrade your license in order to get that functionality. And then you can click on download image. The next important feature of Vectory is viewer. Okay, so when you go to viewer section, you have different options here that you can modify, like textures, baking, and these are about lightings. And here you can choose center camera view. And it means that the camera view will be centered on currently selected object, okay? So if you select UI, the camera view will be centered on this object. And the augmented reality is on, which is great because we can get an augmented reality scene as well when we generate our code here. And now we can click on generate. It takes some time and it's done, all right? And here you can get the code. As you can see, you can copy and paste the iframe code to your HTML code, or if you're not developing your website or the application, you can easily give it to your developer and he or she could use that perfectly. However, if you want to display it to your client in advance, you can change the format from HTML iframe to link, and you can copy this link to your clipboard and send it to your client or your friend. So first of all, let's check it out here. There we go. It's gonna look like this. Isn't it great? You can hold command and zoom in. That's fantastic, isn't it? And if you open up this scene on your phone, you can use the augmented reality option in order to augment this scene in your environment. That's pretty awesome. So make sure to check it out. You can use both Android and iOS devices to do that, and that's fantastic. The next option is export, and here you can export your file with any format you want, OBJ, DAE, USDZ, which is augmented reality format for iOS, etc. However, in order to use this kind of functionality, you have to get an extended license for that. Alright guys, that's all for this section. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next video.